Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey up, sun's definitely not out, but it's still barbecue time. Welcome back to Smokin Dan's Kitchen. So today I'm going to do some ribs again, because everyone loves ribs. We've got a nice big slab of St. Louis cut pork ribs from Farm Foods. They've been good so far, so you know, try them again. So as usual, we're going to get this prepped. I'm going to take off any extra fat, going to turn it over, take off the membrane on the back, and then yeah, we'll crack on. Right, that'll do for trimming. Don't want to get all the fat off, but like I say, you don't want a big chunk of it while you're biting down into them. So now we're going to take the membrane off. Easiest way to do this, turn the ribs over. Try and get a blunt knife, try and get a little corner up. So I'm going to try and get a little corner of the fat up to get it started, the membrane. Get it started. And the easiest way to do this is to get a bit of kitchen roll, which I have pre-prepared. It gives you a bit of grip. So we're going to fold that up, try and grip it with that, and then it should, in theory, be a case of pulling the whole thing off. There you go, look at that, textbook. Right then, once you're happy with the level of trimming that you've done, and taking the membrane off, it's time to add the rub of your choice. Now, this is just one that I make up. I just add loads of herbs and spices in it and stuff like that. And to be honest, I couldn't tell you what's in this because every time it runs low, I just keep adding more stuff. And as long as it smells alright, which it does, then I'm happy. So we're going to get this all over the bag to start with. Apply it liberally, don't worry about putting too much on. And just give it a bit of a spread around, try and get it all covered. And I'm going to turn it over. And then do the same to the other side. All in nicely evenly coated. And that's it. So ready to go out to smoker now. I'm just going to wait for that to get up to temperature and get these bad boys on. Cheers. Told you it were rubbish, didn't I? Right, let's get these ribs in here. Get back inside where it's warm. Need to get in some oven gloves that I can leave outside. Right, I'm going to stick the rack on. The temperature on here is running at about 230 degrees Fahrenheit at the minute for all the Americans out there. I do need to just adjust that. I'm going to try and shut this. Here we are. A handy pine cone. That's what every barbecue shack needs. Right, get that shut up. So what we're going to be doing here is it's based on the 3-2-1 method. Now with a smaller, skinnier rack of ribs, that works perfectly. So the first 3 hours you wrap it in foil. The next 2 hours you just take it out of the foil and let it, you know, sit in the smoker for 2 hours. And then the last hour, ideally, you put sauce on it if you wish. And that's a total of 6 hours, 3-2-1, and it works banging. Now I've tried it with these ribs before, and these are a bit too meaty, a bit too, you know, a bit too chunky. So I think with these ribs, you're looking at more like 4-2-1, maybe even a bit more than that. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll come out and check the temperature every now and then, and yeah. So we'll see these guys in about 4 hours. Just got to keep an eye on that temperature now. We'll keep it around the sort of 225, you know, 210 to 230, 240, something like that. Keep chucking a log on as and when needed. But yeah, see you in a bit. Right guys, so I'm going to go and grab the ribs out of the barbecue now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them straight inside. I'm going to put them onto this one layer of greaseproof paper and a layer of foil, wrap it over, tighten it up, and then we're going to take it back out. So I'll go and grab the ribs. Right, so these have been in the smoker for about 3.5 hours. They're looking quite good. Not quite cooked yet, not quite up to temperature, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in this foil and it's going to stop them from drying out. They're going to keep cooking in here, but they're going to want probably another 3 hours, to be fair, in the foil. So plonk that on there. Wrap the greaseproof paper over. The greaseproof paper is going to help the bark to stay crunchy-ish and not go all soggy. Right, and then we're going to get the foil over. So that's it. You can go back in now. Spend the rest of the time in there, another few hours. Some people put a bit of butter in there as well, a bit of cider, apple vinegar sort of thing. You can. Don't think it makes much of a difference. The moisture that's going to build up inside there is going to help cook these and get them really tender and fall apart style ribs. So, right, go and bang these back on. Alright guys, so just got these off the barbecue for the next round of the business. So they've been wrapped in the foil, stuck back in the smoker for a good sort of couple of hours, 3 hours maybe, something like that. Now these guys should be proper tender now, fall apart almost. But we're not done yet. We've got another hour to go. This time naked, but with a bit of barbecue sauce on. Oh, look at that, yeah, perfect, absolutely perfect. Right, easiest way for me to do this is just to pour some of this straight on and then take them back out on the foil and try and get them back into the smoker in the best way that I possibly can. So I'm going to bang some barbecue sauce on. I'm going to grab a spoon. And we're just going to scrape that all over the top, just cover it nicely. Right, and there we are. Don't have to be all too fancy. Right, we'll get this back out there, get it back on smoker. Cheers. Right guys, so the timer's gone off for the ribs. These guys should be ready. I'm going to go outside, I'm going to bring them in now. These are going to be epic, watch this. Right, so we're out at the smoker. Let's get these bad boys out. Holy moly. Look at that. Right, I'm not going to lie to you. When I was taking them out of the foil and putting them back in, they were so well done that they actually they broke in two. So what I've ended up with is 2 half racks of ribs. But that just shows you how tender they are. As soon as I picked it up, it snapped, which shows you the fall apart tender, which is how I like them. Some people like them with a bit of bite on it. Personally, I like them a bit more fall apart than that. So take a look at them. Let's get them inside, chop them up. Here we go. Look at them. So these are looking good. These are looking mighty good. We're going to slice them up and we're going to have to sell some ribs tonight, guys. Look at that. Juicy. Nice smoke ring around the outside. That is going to be one tasty rib.
And there you have it, guys. The most amazing plate of ribs you've probably ever seen. You'll definitely have a taste. Cheers.